Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it is Paydirt review time again. And I'm going to be reviewing a fellow YouTuber's Paydirt, but thankfully you don't have to try to order this Paydirt off of YouTube or through Messenger or email or any of those things. You can order his Paydirt from tomsgolddirt.com. Now this YouTuber I'm talking about is JP Lawns&More. And I will put a link below to his YouTube channel. He's got some cool videos on there. You should check them out. But as to the Paydirt, here we go. I have 2 bags of it. I'm going to be comparing the 2 bags against each other just to see what the average is per bag. And that's just because I bought 2 bags, so I figured why not pan out both of them. So let's just flash up the description, and then we're going to start panning some material out and see what kind of gold we can get out of this Paydirt. So here's the description. Well, as you saw, description pretty much non-existent. Tells you nothing about the Paydirt other than it's the Paydirt you've come to love. And I've never done any of this Paydirt, so I don't know if I love it or not yet. He probably does have more information on his YouTube channel about this Paydirt, but 90% of the people that are going to see this Paydirt will be simply through tomsgolddirt.com and won't know to go look at his channel. He doesn't even have a link in there to his channel. So really not much information. Let's weigh this up. It has no weight for the bags, but just out of curiosity, I want to see if they weigh similar. 7.6 ounces and 8 ounces. So I'm guessing they're all going to average about 8 ounces in his bag. It'd be nice to know that. But we're just going to open one of these up, check it out. Look at the dirt. I will say I do like the back of these bags. I always do enjoy the bags that have a little flair to them. I like that the front is clear, but it is a coffee bag, and we all know I'm not a huge fan of coffee bags, but at least it's a clear one. It's got a couple perks. I will rinse this off as always. Well, let's just check it out. A little reddish, a lot of heavy material in here. Not heavy, but larger material, which is surprising for an 8-ounce bag. Doesn't look like a lot of heavies, but we're going to find out. I'm going to let you listen to some music. I'm going to classify these down into 2 separate batches. So let's listen to some music. Finished panning everything out, and I have to say it's pretty consistent. This one looks like it has a little bit more in the plus 10, but other than that, they seem to be pretty consistent in the classification. The weights were pretty close. Let's see if there's any black sands in these. There is a little bit of black sands. Magnetite, I don't know why I'm keep saying black sands in all these videos. Has a little bit. Not really too much, but there is not a lot of material here. Let's check this bag. See the consistency. Yeah, about the same. Pretty consistent, I guess. So obviously, it's all running through the same area. But let's go find out if there's any gold in this. I'm going to pan out one set and then pan out the other. And then we're going to compare the 2 and see what the averages are. So let's go panning. So I have my water all set up. I have my Paydirt, and we're going to start with the plus 10 on both of them. So let's listen to some more music. All right, finished panning everything out as you saw, and I have to say both bags were really consistent with each other. Both were very clean Paydirt. Even though it was very dusty when I classified it out, it did not muck up the water. So I was pretty happy with it, and I was really happy that both bags were pretty consistent in how they panned out. And I did find gold in both bags, and let's just get to that gold in the plus 10. I did find some gold. There you go. And this is bag number 1. I found one little picker. Bag number 2 found 2 little bitty pieces. So we'll put these there. Now in the minus 10 plus 20, I found even more gold. Now obviously I did find a little bit more piecewise in bag number 2, where I found 5 pieces in bag number 1 and about 10 pieces in bag number 2. In the minus 20 plus 40, even more gold. And this time the bag number 1 had a couple more pieces with 5 pieces in total, while bag number 2 only had 3 pieces. And lastly, in the minus 40, even more gold, but really not much. I did end up finding one little bitty piece in the bag number 1 after I repanned it and found that one little sucker, and 5 or 6 little pieces in bag number 2. So let's just start weighing this up. In the plus 10, bag number 1, 0.085. Bag number 2. Then this is purely for comparisons. It really won't matter to see how close they are together until we get to the very end with the totals. 0.110. So if you are keeping score, bag number 2 is winning, and I just threw my gold everywhere. Okay, let's try that again now that I have picked up the 5 pieces, and thankfully it was not a huge pile of gold or I'd be here for a while, but all right. Bag number 1, 0.055. Bag number 2, 0.085. So bag number 2 is still in the lead. This is purely, I'm saying this out of fun. In the minus 20 plus 40, 0.025. And bag number 2, 0.015 or 0.020. No, I am not going to weigh up the minus 40 because there's nothing there. It's not going to budge the scale. So I'm just going to add everything together, see what we get here. In bag number 1, I am going to add the little piece in. $0.165 for bag number 1. Now let's try bag number 2. So there you go for bag number 2, 0.220. And I'm going to be right back with my ROIs and my reviews. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. This again was JP Lawns&More bags sold through tomsgolddirt.com. Had no guaranteed amount of gold. In fact, it wasn't guaranteed any weight, anything. It had really no guarantees whatsoever. Its cost was $25 per bag, so there was $50 spent here. Shipping cost was free on both bags, so total cost $25, $25, $50 in total. Gold recovered in bag number 1 is 0.165 grams, and bag number 2 is 0.220. Gold spot on the day this was received was $51.78. I have been holding this Paydirt for a little bit of time because he had sold out of stock and I had to wait till he had more in stock. So I will put a disclaimer, this review might be out of date due to the fact that his new Paydirt may be slightly different than this Paydirt. You never know, but this is what I got and these are my results. So gold value in bag number 1 is $8.54, while in bag number 2 it was $11.39, making my ROIs 34.16% and 45.56%. So this one's pretty not so good. This one I could take a 45 to 50% ROI on a lower priced bag. Still prefer if they would have been a little bit over 50%. Yeah, so now the average ROI, if you combine the two, was 39.86%. So on my scale, a 4.0. Now for fun factor, I'm going to keep it rated 4. It didn't blow me out of the water to add points. There was gold in every classification, but there's just not a lot of it. So for fun factor, I'm only giving him a 4. For Paydirt description, he's only getting a 2. And it really probably could be a 0 because there's absolutely no information there whatsoever. And that's really disappointing, especially considering that even Tom doesn't have great descriptions. He does have better descriptions than this one. And JP is a subscriber of my channel. He knows me. He's a really great guy. And I really wish he would have put a description on there. And I will say a few more words about that at the conclusion of this review. But for now, let's move on. For quantity and packaging, he's getting a 9. I couldn't really change the quantity because he doesn't guarantee any amount. So anything I would have received would have been a 10. For packaging, it is in coffee bags, so total score 9 for quantity and packaging. Now for customer service and shipping, he's getting a 10. Tom is always really good at answering replies to emails or chat or whatever it might be. Tom is a really good guy for customer service. And the shipping through him is also always really good. And if not, he will tell you if it's going to be slow or slowed down or anything like that. So for customer service and shipping, he's getting a 10. So total score for JP Lawns&More bags sold through Tom's Gold Dirt is a 5.8. A not very good score, not a good score at all. And what really surprises me about this Paydirt the most is the description and the fact that Tom over at Tom's Gold Dirt is selling this Paydirt with no description, where it's not saying this is a side product being sold by a third party pretty much. Because you can go on Tom's Gold Dirt and buy one of his bags of Paydirt generally for about $25. Right now he has a $27 bag up with a guaranteed 1/4 gram of gold, which would give you about a 55% ROI. So if you are used to buying Tom's Gold Dirt and you purchase this bag of Paydirt, you would be sorely disappointed, because if you're used to getting a 50 to 55 and up ROI through Tom's Paydirt, and all of a sudden you're getting a 39.86%, you might hold that against Tom himself. Whereas if there was a description stating this is not Tom's Gold Dirt, this is being sold through JP Lawns&More, it is essentially a third person selling it, I think it would really help. So I don't know. I'm not very impressed with the Paydirt, and it's really sad because I was really hoping this would be a good bag of Paydirt because I really do like JP. But the score is what it is, and that's a 5.8. So all that's left is to flash up that score and give away a 24 karat gold plated dime. So here's the score. Now, before I give away today's 24 karat gold-plated dime, I need to give a shout out to one of my newest Patreon members, and that's Dan Riley. So Dan Riley, thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate everyone that contributes to my channel, whether it being a supporter on my Patreon page or just subscribing and watching these videos. But thank you again, Dan Riley. And if you're interested in checking out my Patreon page, go to patreon.com/Miller Prospecting and help support the channel. Now for today's 24 karat gold-plated dime winner, that's going to go to Carl Ordaway. So Carl Ordaway, make sure you email me so I can send this off to you. And to everyone else, thanks for watching. Happy panning. And if you're not already a subscriber, hit the subscribe button below.